Hey, what's up, True Experience Nation? It's your boy Richie McCaney here to show you how to experience the most out of life through personal growth. If you're new around here, welcome. We're so glad you're here. If you've been here before, welcome back. Look, if you enjoy this type of content and the thinking and what we about, then hey, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're seeing this on the Facebook page, be sure to follow the page so you can stay up to date. Like the video, comment. Let's get some feedback going on up in here. Guys, we're continuing on in the book, How the Rich Think. This is money mindset tip number 4. The middle class believes money is about status. World class believes money is about freedom. Oh, hallelujah, freedom. Oh, I love this chapter. Y'all was really feeling it in this chapter right here because I've experienced this. And you can't even I can't even begin to tell you or verbalize how important this is. You can't put a price tag on the feeling that this tip right here conveys. See, it's about freedom. Bro, acquiring wealth ain't about showing off. And despite public opinion, a lot of middle class thinks that's what wealth is. It's about acquiring a certain level of status. It's about showing off to other people, keeping up with the Joneses, this type of mentality. Bro, real folks who wealthy, they ain't stunting that. That's not where the power is. That ain't what's attractive to them, being able to show up. They do it because they have the freedom to do that because it feels good to them. It ain't about the showing off deal, bro. It's about freedom and creating choices. Like, do you know how powerful it is to be able to have choices? The middle class, bro, they're controlled. They're controlled by bad bosses or jobs or superior, situations where folks who have authority over them, the government or whatever, they don't have the choices because they locked into something. I'm going to tell you an example. I knew something had to give one time. I was in Cancun and, they had a DJ playing. We jumping in the swimming pool. We all dressed up in nice clothes. We jump in the swimming pool. We just clown. We having a good time. Right off the ocean. You can hear the waves in the back. Man, it was just an amazing experience. And less than 24 hours later, I had to hurry up and fly back. I had to get a few hours of rest, catch a freaking red-eye flight out, and get back and immediately come home, unpack, rest real quick, and get to work. Less than 24 hours, I was outside in the cold, right? Because I'm feeling like it was around November or something, but it was cold. Oh, man. Maybe October. Doesn't matter. I was just out working, and I was like, man, there's got to be a better way. I didn't have a choice. I had to be back. I couldn't extend my stay. I had to be back. Not because I couldn't afford it financially, but it was because I was locked into something else. I didn't have a choice to do anything else. I had to be back to work. Man, at that moment, I was like, yo, this ain't cool. See, I decided that I have a choice. If I want to go watch my kids' jiu-jitsu tournament or my daughter's gymnastics tournament, or if I want to spend some time in there wrestling with my son or watching TV, like, I get to make those choices. I make them for me. If I choose not to do those things and I choose to tell my kids, yo, daddy's got to do some work, or we have to do something else, or there's another priority that has to be done right now, it's not because I'm being forced to do it. And there's something that comes along with freedom and choices to be able to do these things. And let me tell you something about showing off. Well, I've been around people that were coming in bragging about you could just tell by the way they talk, they bragged about the stuff that they have, but you knew they was broke mentally in their attitude, in their mindset, and really even broke with what they had. Like, they was straight flogging, okay? They was out here flossing all this junk, this BS. Yeah, man, I got this gold watch, man, and they literally I was supposed to be impressed with that. Zero impression, none. You locked in, bro. Nobody cares about your soon-to-be repossessed car. Just 2 days ago, you didn't even have food to eat. You're out here borrowing money. You couldn't eat. Now you come in here talking about you got $300 watch to flash social status? Please. And at the time, I was rolling an old raggedy car. I didn't have no air conditioning in it. I had to roll the windows down. $250,000 something. Not because I couldn't afford another car. It's because I chose to keep that car because it freed my money up and allowed me to do other things. Allowed me to not be stressed out. Bro, I can't even tell you the difference between the two. I've had bad bosses when, luckily, in the situation I was in, I had an amazing boss. And the workflow was nice. At work, for the most part, wasn't a big deal. But do you know the power of having freedom? And some of y'all are stuck in situations where you hate going to work. You dread Monday. You dread going into work. You dread your bosses. But you sit there and take it because you ain't got no choice. Because that's the only way you can put food on the table. You ain't got a choice. You got to have that money. They've got all the leverage. They've got all the power. They can say, no, bro, you coming into work today. Nobody cares your son is sick. That's your problem, not our problem. You committed to come up in here. You need to find somebody to watch him. Because I tell you what, if you ain't up in here, we're going to dock your pay. Or this is the third offense. Look, we got to do something. We're going to have to find somebody else coming in and work. You ain't got choices. You know what kind of stress that puts on somebody? A lot. I know because I've experienced it and I think most of us can relate. So like I got the golden handcuffs on. I know right now for a fact there's people out there who make a lot more money than I do who's watching this video right now. But I got freedom. And I can't put a price on it. I don't know how to price it. Let me tell you something. The freedom I have is way more valuable than your paycheck, regardless of what that paycheck is. If you're locked in and you're having to do stuff, bro, I get to chill with my kids. Bro, do you know how good that feels? My son's off school today. We already went outside. We're going to practice some basketball drills later on today. We're going to go to jiu-jitsu later on. My daughter is with my wife right now, having a luncheon with some friends because we choose to do that. Let me tell you the power of this choice. We were coming back last year, around October. We'd been to Disney, spent some time, had an amazing time with some friends, and we're driving back home. And we have to be back home, and we're passing Universal. And we stop and we look at the wife and we're like, hey, it'd be nice to go to Universal. And right there on the fly, we made the decision. I was like, yeah, cool, let's just go. Because we had the choice. We didn't have to be back anywhere. We did not have to be back anywhere. And that I can't put a price tag on. Dude, I can't express to you. Bro, there's going to be people out there who's always going to make more money than me. Congratulations. That's awesome. That ain't my goal. My goal is what we have achieved, which is the freedom of choices. Man. We can go and eat something really, really nice, or we can eat some daggum ramen noodles. I'm going to be happy either way because there's a difference between having to eat ramen noodles because that's all you can afford and that's it. That's all you got. And I want them because I want them. But if I wanted to go eat a steak dinner, I go eat a steak dinner. There's power in choices. There's something in there that you can't fulfill. So it's not about the money and the wealth. It's about the freedom. You'll find yourself to be in a free state. They had a quote in this book, man. Check it out. It said, the middle class and the world class might live in the same world, but they do not share the same level of freedom. It says it infuriates the masses. That might make some people mad. Folks who feel like they're forced to have to do something and other people don't. Hey, whether it's right or wrong, it's the way it is. And so instead of wasting your mental energy on getting mad, direct it toward getting free. I put getting free. In the book, they said towards getting rich. I don't care about the rich. Like, that's different for everybody getting rich. I don't want to desire the money. I want to desire the freedom and the choices that come along with it. I'm not massively rich, but we got freedom. We've got freedom because we've actually applied a lot of the techniques that we've already said in the other tips. Oh, crap. Did I say tip number 4? Yo, I apologize. We're on tip number 7. My bad. I was like, dude, I've talked about a lot more than 3 other things. We're on tip number 7. I'm pre-recording a lot of these, so I'm uploading 4 today, and I'm doing 7 right now recording. My bad. But y'all get what I'm saying, okay? We've applied a lot of these techniques that we've already been talking about, and we've taken advantage of leverage and things like that and plugging into a system and whatnot, and it's afforded us to have freedom. This might end up being, I don't know if they're going to have a chapter that I'm going to like better than this, because for me, this is what it's all about. This is what it means to experience the most. I can, with full heart, be invested with my son, and we can make choices to do stuff with him or my daughter or my wife. If I get up by choice at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. a lot of times. Today I got up at 8. It's the latest I've woken up this year, okay? And it's the 20th. But that's not because I'm forced to. It's not because I don't have a choice. It's because I choose to, because I want to. And that feels great because I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it to be able to experience the most that I have. And I apologize, this video kind of went long. But I'm vibing with this, and I want everybody to be able to experience or have the choice to experience those level of choices. It's another world when you can go to a job and dictate to a certain extent what it is. Man, if your boss is mistreating you and you've acquired wealth, but you love what you do, you have leverage there. He's like, yo, man, I'm a good worker. You're not going to disrespect me like that. You're not going to come at me like that. I'm underpaid. Y'all going to have to tighten up. Y'all going to have to tighten up. I'm going to need, I'm going to need a little bit of raise. I'm going to need you to get up off my back. If not, that's cool. And if that's the way you operate, that's not the way I operate. I'll get to step in and I'll just find another job or something where I'm appreciated. And that's not an idle, empty threat. That's I have the funds to do it, son. I'll roll up out of here. You're going to talk to me like that. And they know it because you're coming with a different air of confidence. It's not a threat. It's like, it's real talk. And then you can get to stepping and you've got some time to find another job and have choices of jobs. You don't have to take the first thing that comes along because you don't have a choice to do something else. You have the power. That's what it's about. That is what making money can do for you. That's the tool and availability and opportunities that it can allow you to have. I suggest applying some of these other tips and find the leverage and understand the difference between hard work and working smarter and thinking linear and non-linear and all those kind of things. But this chapter was speaking to a brother today. So y'all know what it's about, man. Change the way you think. You'll be able to change what you do. You'll change what you get. If you like that message and you vibe with that and you want to link up with this and you want an actual way to tap into that, hit me up. We got a private group of people who are all about their wealth and all about their health, about changing those aspects of their life. They're changing the way they think. They're changing what they're doing. They're getting different results from what they've already gotten. If that's something you're down with, shoot me a message. I'd love to get you in our private group. I'd love to talk with you, any of that kind of stuff. But guys, until next time, I'm out.